Coronavirus, the cultural catalyst. Social distancing has been introduced in many parts of the world as a preventative response to the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic. As a result, countless performing arts events all around the world have been cancelled. The live music scene globally has been all but shut down overnight. This has had unforeseen repercussions on the music industry, which was already struggling to navigate itself in the wake of constant and rapid developments in telecommunications in recent decades. Many musicians have lost their primary income stream and source of livelihood. This has caused some of them to consider adopting other avenues of income, abandoning their art, while others have explored alternative modes of income generation from their music during times of social distancing. For many, this has included sharing their music online. This is not new. However, the wave of creativity and online sharing that is now occurring as a direct result of the COVID-19 pandemic is unprecedented. Many world-famous musicians, including Melissa Etheridge, Chris Martin, John Legend, Pink, Diplo, Keith Urban, and Australian guitarist and singer-songwriter Orianthi, have recently live-streamed concerts in lieu of face-to-face concerts. Mexican guitar duo Rodrigo and Gabriela uploaded a video to their Facebook page after their first concert for 5 years in their hometown, Mexico City, was cancelled, with the promise of more videos to come in the following days. It's not just popular music taking to the internet either. Vienna's State Opera, the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, and the Metropolitan Opera Company in New York, to name a few, have live-streamed concerts in recent days. To support struggling live musicians and raise awareness of their plight in these uncertain times, the online music community base Bandcamp waived their own revenue share for 24 hours on Friday, March the 20th, stating, "A single day of boosted sales can mean the difference between being able to pay rent or not." The long-term cultural repercussions of responses to COVID-19 are unpredictable because music education has also been affected, with many schools closing in various parts of the world. In many cases, instrumental tutors have moved from teaching face-to-face to teaching online via Skype, Zoom, and other online video streaming services, or via video exchange. New videos explaining how to conduct online music education have been uploaded to YouTube recently, including videos for educators and also videos for students. This online teaching paradigm encourages a new level and style of engagement with other online music platforms, influencing the sources of musicians' inspiration. What does all this mean for music culture from a global perspective? The introduction of the internet, and especially the introduction of YouTube, allowed for sharing of music in ways previously unseen. Musicians from anywhere in the world could upload their music to the internet and share it with virtual audiences from anywhere else. This has allowed an entirely new mode of cultural exposure. However, what is happening in recent weeks is at a much accelerated level. People without access to live music are turning to the internet for entertainment while isolated in their homes, and musicians, in the absence of live audiences, are using the internet to continue to disseminate their art. We do not know and cannot predict the long-term cultural implications of the social distancing response to COVID-19. However, it is entirely possible it may act as a cultural propagation catalyst with the potential to spread cultural outputs around the globe faster than ever before. This could have profound long-term influence on cultural aesthetic expressions. It's long been thought that online music sharing has the potential to feed the development of a global monoculture, with Western consumerism potentially overwhelming and eventually eliminating isolated microcultures. However, research at the University of Tasmania suggests the exact opposite may in fact be the long-term outcome. Greater interest in online music sharing exposes hitherto little-known musical microcultures to a larger, newer and geographically more dispersed audience, giving cultural diversity a whole new level of expression. An Australian university lecturer in popular music observed that the internet has, in terms of cultural geographical boundaries, broken them down and strengthened them at the same time. After the pandemic has run its course and society attempts to return to something resembling the past, what will live music look like? Live music is integral to local culture and is one factor that individuals seek to feel part of the collective. Will musicians and audiences bring newfound global influences to local live music scenes? Australia's musical culture is already an eclectic collection of inspiration from international sources. How will the latest phenomenon feed future cultural progression here and abroad? It is too early to predict how COVID-19 will influence musical cultural expression globally. However, it is undoubtedly a catalyst for change. The music industry and other associated industries will need to prepare themselves as best they can for the unknown. Thanks for listening.